Hey, John.
Hey, Tyson.
Good to see you again.
Good to see you. Welcome to Acura.
Thank you.
We're going to talk about ILX today?
Sounds good.
All right, let's do
All
that.
right. So we finally get to take a look at the production ILX.
Yes, we do. Yes, we
Turned
do.
out really nice.
Yeah.
How did you manage to make this car distinctly different from the rest of the vehicles in the Acura family, but still feel like a member of the family?
This car was one of the cars that was challenging because we knew we wanted to go down with the size and make it feel more efficient, and yet we wanted to have a premium feeling even at a smaller scale vehicle.
It's part of your team's challenge, I guess, in working with a small car. How do you maximize space?
Yes, it's always the fight. You know, you want to give the person as much space as you can, but it's amazing how, from the outside, the owner likes it when it's nice and tight and sleek. So once you're inside, you want it big, but from the outside, you want it small.
Right.
So it's the balance that we're always shooting for.
Tell me a little bit about the inspiration here.
Well, this area in a sedan is always a key point. How a C-pillar, or the C-pillar area here, it's a design marker for how the cabin sits on the body, if you will. And so with this car, lowering the car and the side window graphics getting tighter, and we're pushing this forward, it's making the car look a lot more sporty, if you will. Less big cabin feel. And that is driving this nice base for this pillar and the sheet metal carrying through into the door.
Let's take a look at this headlight design. I noticed there's a couple of different finishes involved there. What, from a design perspective, drove that decision?
What we're trying to create here is interest within the eye or within the headlights. The different finishes and textures that you could bring into it, even the little rib designs in the chrome, all of these cause interest to a person and want to look into it a little bit more.
John, I wanted to ask about the Acura emblem itself. What's the backstory there?
The name Acura comes from accuracy, and the shape that you see that's an A is originally a caliper. It's a shape for tools, that geometry and whatnot that we use. And the precision crafted performance story that we've had in the very beginning, the preciseness is what this emblem is supposed to portray. Now, when we look at the shape of the car, we have a point, and that's what drives the crease in all of our vehicles. It's a motif that we use throughout our lineup because it represents the accuracy of our caliper.
To me, you know, a car becomes an expression of myself, and how I choose to maintain it or modify it or otherwise customize just becomes a way of sharing my interests with the world. So I think the ILX is going to capture that.
We hope so. I mean, a car is one of these living things. You know, it's like a friend. You spend a lot of time and money and effort with it.
John, I spend 10 hours a day in my car driving sometimes, cross-country road trips.
So it becomes a very emotional and a personal thing.
Well, thanks, John, for giving me an inside look at the ILX.
It was really good to see you again.
Appreciate it.
I'm glad that we could talk about the ILX a little bit.
Thanks again.
Thanks a lot.